So let's recap. So we had the initial design. That's right now I'm seeing that it's missing this nice decorative like section here. So let's go here. This is something that we can easily apply to these two elements. There's an image. Let me place the image right here. So here's the image. Like this is like a very small PNG which has this pattern, and in the mockup we can see that this pattern is repeating at the top of these boxes, of these two boxes, the footer and the header. So we can easily like fix this by applying a background image to the footer and the header. So I will go to the header, and let me go up here to the header and apply a background image. I will use the URL function, and then I will select the images, and this is like what was the name of it? Border PNG. So I can use this border PNG. Now it doesn't work, it doesn't load the image because my CSS file through which I'm trying to access the images lives in the public folder and inside the CSS subfolder. So I'm trying to access an images folder with an image border PNG within it inside the CSS, but this doesn't exist. If you remember, the images are on the root public folder. So from the CSS I cannot access an images folder. I have to go back to the root folder, to the parent directory, to the public, and then access the images. So I will have to use the parent directory shortcut to actually go back to the public, switch to the images folder, and get the border PNG. You can see by default the pattern is being applied all along the X and Y axis, and it's repeating through the whole like content of the element. I can restrain this by saying I want you to repeat only on the X-axis, on the horizontal axis. So instead of repeating all the way from the top to the bottom, I want you to repeat just on the X-axis, and it also is placed at the top of the element. Why is that? Because there's another background property called background position, which by default sets the image at the top of the element. So since this is the default value, this pattern is being repeated at the X-axis at the top of the element. If I used bottom, it would be repeating at the bottom of the element, center, and we can also use other values like 50% or 20%. I think there's a different syntax, yeah, but anyway we can use like the top or just discard it because this is the default. Like, okay, now I want to reuse this nice styling, this nice decoration, also the footer. One thing I can do is I can copy this to lines of code and then apply them on the header and the footer, or I can create a utility class. So I'm going to grab this and I'm going to create a utility class, and I'm going to say ribbon, and this will apply this kind of like ribbon look like effect. So I have this utility class with this background image and the background repeat, and I'm going to go to the footer and the header, and I'm going to say class equals ribbon. Now I have it at the footer, and then class equal ribbon, and I have this at the top. And this concludes our layout. We went from this one. Let me open this up. So we went from this mockup and all the way through planning, and let me go back to our Excalibur to see where we started from. So we started by importing this mockup, trying to draw out the different rows and columns and different sections. We incrementally like added and progressively added the elements, and then we went to this setting, this setup. I hope this video helped you. It takes quite some time to digest the information and to recreate this, but you definitely will be helping yourself if you try to recreate this on your own. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.